All right, welcome everybody. Trust it's been a good one for you this so far. We're now Wednesday out at Hollywood Bets Greyville, and we've got 8 races on the card here. So let's get into the action. I want to quickly just have a look if there are any card changes that you might need whilst you take a note of all of the card changes and all that stuff that you need there. Of the social media activity, it's on your screen, X, and also about WhatsApp. The scratchings, race 1, scratch number 6 today. Make a note. Race 1, scratch number 6. Race 2, scratch number 4. Race 2, take out 4. Race 3, take out number 10. That's the latest. Race 3, scratch 10. Race 4, scratch number 4. And in race 7, there are 2 scratchings, 9 and 10. That's the latest information that we have for you from the updated information on our screens. Betway, open your account. There it is. It's ready for you to open. Please do so and get straight into the action with regards to that. Hopefully by yesterday, because we were promoting a lot of that yesterday, and hopefully you've already done all that. You don't have to do it all again today. But if you haven't, there's your chance. Start of the bipot. Daryl Marie's with me. We've got the favourite here, this horse Abaddon, who's 5-2 favourite, Mr. Marie. And let's talk about how many runners we need in the bipot.
Yeah.
We need to catch today.
After yesterday's results, I think I should be a scratching.
Yesterday's results weren't easy.
Yeah, blood. Feels like I've been 12 rounds with Mike Tyson. But anyway, we're back to fight another day. We'll get the better of it.
That's why we come back.
Yeah. 3 horses in the opening leg of the bipot, Clyde. I played the safe route, 1, 7, and 10. The favourite is Abaddon.
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, nice encouraging debut. He did start at 50-1 on debut, Clyde. So I believe he ran well above expectations. Let's see how he goes on the poly track. Obviously, his form line has been franked with that horse that beat him coming out and winning again. This is what it means. I'll give him a winning chance. Number 1, Victorel is well exposed. But I think in a maiden plant, he stands a bigger chance than in a handicap, Clyde. In his last 2 starts, he's been given weight away, and that's not easy. So he has to be an inclusion. I know he's limited, but he's going to get it right one of these days. And then number 10, who is Palace Revolt, has shown steady improvement. Vibe SA disappointed with that form line, but Vibe SA was wearing blinkers for the first time. Okay. I thought he was overdoing it. 1, 7, and 10, Clyde.
Any news on the first time, particularly Frank Robinson?
There is.
So I know he's got a few nice ones. But
Frankie's obviously... let me just make sure, Clyde.
No problem.
No, there's no comments.
No comments.
No
Watch
comment
the market
given.
there.
Yeah.
Watch the market carefully. Okay, let's put our bipods up. Here we go. This is subject to no major betting moves. 1, 7, 10 in the first leg. By 1, 2, 6. By 1 and 7. By banker 7. By 1, 2, 9. By 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 10. Second race over 1,400 metres. Welcome to Betway's Weighted to Win, and Quintasia's top of the boards here, number 6. This is priced up at 18-10 favourite at the moment. We're doing this about 10 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. 2 Status Quo's the second choice, priced up at 22-10. There's not much from a market perspective between them. And I would imagine also like Daryl, an air of pride must have a chance on current form as well for Dean Kanemayer. Craig Zaki's riding that. Wouldn't leave that out of the play, would you?
No.
No.
Certainly forms part of my selections. Clyde.
Okay.
This filly by Give Me the Green Light, number 2, Status Quo, came to the track with a bit of a reputation. The word was out that she was expected to run a great race on debut. Let the side down. I think she ran well below expectations. There was a lot of support for her in debut, but Clyde, she didn't move well down to the start. And she's also reported to have been striding short right hind. So I think let's see how she goes on the poly track. The word is out that she does work brilliantly back at home. So if she just reproduces her track work on the racecourse itself, I think she will improve on her debut effort. Number 6, Quintasia. Obviously, you can see Clyde, her last start has been her best to date.
Yep.
So it looks like she is improving with racing. That was on the poly track over the 1200, and she was doing her best work late. behind a filly that's very consistent in Q the Rebel. So one will believe, is led to believe that she is going to appreciate the extra 200 meters. But like you touched on, number one of year and Air Pride, I don't think we've really seen the best of her to date. I know she's well held by number 6 Quintasia on, what is it, the Miss Alberg run, Claude? But that was on the turf track. I think from a one draw, she shouldn't be too far off them, and I expect her to be thereabouts. So 1 and 6 ahead of the 2. I think those 3 are the 3 to focus on over here.
Yeah, I guess we would be safe with that sort of play. Here's the place accumulated then. Based on what you've just heard, it is 1 and 6 by 1 and 7 by Banker 7, by 1 and 9, by 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, by 1, 3, 5, 6. And the last leg of the place accumulated today, we thought number 4, Count Your Chances, and the 5, Star Choice. Welcome back. Race number 3 on the card over the 1400 meters. In this race, the 10 has been taken out. It's not running now. There are 9 of them left. I believe there's been some solid support for number 9, Kings Island, as well. So look out for that. They backed that, I believe. Is that right, Daryl? The 9 horse?
Yes, they have.
33 to 10 is the current price. I'm not sure what it opened, but I'll chat to Daryl in a moment. There was Denelli's the second choice. It's at 15 to 4 or 7 to 2 if you want. And there's one other in there that I think you've got to consider is 9 to 2, and that's number 6 Mayor of Maryvale, is priced up at 9 to 2. There's the Betway code. It's on your screen. Just scan away, get your count open, and let's get rocking and rolling. So how much, well, you don't know how much, I suppose, but what is this all shortened from? Do you know?
I actually don't know, Clyde,
Kings
because
Island.
it doesn't form part of my selection, so I don't know, to be honest. Let me see if I can find out something else.
The form line's not great, I see.
Excuse me, Clyde.
I don't know if there's any particular horse with a strong form line or not, but that hasn't got a good form line.
But you know, I think in the region of 9 to 2.
Okay.
Clyde, have a look at it. He's a maiden handicap, eh? So take note. It's only got 50 and a half to shoulder.
Yeah.
Is it getting the blinkers for the first time? Let's have a look. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So
that's on.
I mean, with 50 and a half to shoulder and a handicap, you always have to respect them. But unfortunately, I've left him out. So if he does arrive, I'll be making an early exit with regards to the pick 6. You know, in handicaps, it's never easy to give weight all round, Clyde. And number 1, Darnelli, just has to do that. He's got 60 to shoulder. I think he's dying for the 1400, right? But last time out on the turf track, I don't think that race was run to suit him at all. So I'm putting a line through that. I think he's on the poly track. They go a bit quicker than on the turf generally. And I think that will assist in him settling this time around, Clyde. I think over the 1400, we're going to see the best of him. Even when he gets a mile, he'll improve with racing. But I think from a one draw over the 1400 on the poly track is ideal at this stage of his career.
And I guess by now you'll know if Abaddon's won, eh?
Abaddon's won, and we'll also know
we'll check.
how Palace, who is it? Palace Revolt. I think
From
also
that
in the
form
first race, yeah. Also represents that form line. Clyde, I've backed up, well, I've gone 4 horses in the pick 6, but in my bar pot, in my PA, I put number 7 as the backup, Reach for the Stars. Now, this horse, in my mind, well, on breeding, he's more bred along sprinting lines or up to a mile. So I think he's been racing over too far in his last 2 starts. With the blinkers, he's been overdoing it. Coming back in trip and those blinkers staying on, I think we're going to see a much improved run. So I think he represents a lot of value. So 1 and 7 are my top 2 picks, but the race doesn't stop there.
Well, that's 10, 12 to 1 thereabouts, eh? Reach for the Stars.
Have a look at his
Drop
runs.
from a 2400 to a 1400.
Yeah, have a look at his runs over 1200. He's run behind Buster Keaton, Wiley Riley.
Yeah, I see that.
Neither here nor there.
Interesting.
Reproduce any one of those runs and you'll be right there on top of them.
All right, well spotted. Let's see. Pick 6s. Let's put our pick 6 up, please, Cameron. Here we go. The pick 6 first leg, 1, 2, 6, and 7 by Banker 7, by 1, 2, and 9, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 field, 1, 3, 5, 6, and 1, 4, 5 at the back. So our pick 6 Banker, we hopefully, well, depending on that horse, Flight Display, who runs in race 4. So we're on the poly. It's over 1900 meters, and this is now jackpot time, race number 4. Those who watched the previous the race will know in our preview that we banked at number 7, Flight Display and everything. Well, if you don't or haven't been following, you're on Twitter, you can do so. They're on the X account. And we're also on WhatsApp, which is that number, 0691643272. Okay, so Flight Display, 8 to 10, Daryl, hard to beat.
Clyde, very hard to beat. I do have one concern though. This filly doesn't break well. And she tends to be out of her ground in running. But you can see how she's improved with each and every start as she's gone the extended trip. I think she's going to love the 1900. I just hope that she's not at the back of the field turning for home, because it's going to make her chances that much more difficult. But I'll state one thing, Clyde. Excuse me, Clyde. I am not a fan of the free will form. So, I mean, there's several horses in here that represent that form line. So I'm brassing all of them, and I think Flight Display is going to take a lot of beating. So
we'll bank her that.
You have to bank her, Clyde.
Yeah.
In a small field, she shouldn't be too far off them turning for home. If she's midfield, I expect her to win in a canter.
Okay.
Clyde, of the free will form, if you're looking to take exactors and swingers, have a look at number 1, Anna Noba.
Yeah.
Take note.
Any price.
Respiratory noises last time out. She was in front. She was actually traveling quite nicely.
Okay.
The tongue tie goes on. Maybe she choked up. So I think with the 4 kgs off her back, she could run into the money. She is held on the Princess Azaria form, but that was on the turf. So, yeah, Clyde, bank in all bets.
Okay, well, and Fani Broncos is back with Bally Cotton or whatever, Calvin Habib's ride. So maybe worth also putting in trifectas and quartets. But, as Daryl's quite rightly pointed out, we're on Flight Display. It's too late. Our bets are on. We're running. We hope, well, that's the play of the day. Here's a jackpot. If you haven't worked one out, we've taken one for. We're working one out for you. Banker 7 by 129. By field by 1356. On to race number 5, handicap fillies and mares. This race over 2,000 meters. When we did the show this morning at 10 o'clock, the favourite number 2, Lady Canton, Laughs Runner, priced up 7 to 2. Number 9, Blazing Astute, 4 to 1. Number 1, Pretty in Pearls, is trading at 9 to 2 or thereabouts. And number 3, Just Virginia, is trading at 7 to 1. Reminder about Betway opening account. It's that easy. It's on your screen at the moment. There is a bit of value, I thought, in a horse I like here. Daryl, number 4, Skyfall, for Fani Broncos. Capella Mazzignani's been riding winners. I see from that form line, Parker Getrix, only one winner came from there and won over the 2,000 meters. I don't know if Fani's firing like he was a month or so ago, but in this sort of lineup, maybe got a chance or not.
Yeah.
I like the horse. I've seen it in the flesh. It's not a bad looker, I must tell you. So maybe worth putting.
If she wins, Clyde,
Are you in
I'm
trouble?
out and you in.
No, then we'll put it in the second jackpot. We'll put it in the second jackpot.
Yeah. Mr.
Okay,
Matchett,
sorry, I don't want to interrupt. What don't want to put you off? What's your first choice?
Mr. Matchett has another crack on the poly track with regards to number 1, Pretty in Pearls. She's had 2 starts. They were over shorter distances and after a rest, Clyde. Surely, based on the fact that she ran unplaced in both of those starts, I don't think he has any concern with regards to the poly track. I mean, he's taking her there again. So
Yeah.
I think he knows that she will act on the surface. 3 runs back, she was heavily under sufferance. She picked up quite a penalty for being touched off by Quasi's Lady. But in her next start, in her penultimate start, she confirmed that she's very competitive off her 66. Clyde, last time out, I've got a feeling she might have run above that 66. She was hopelessly out at the weights on that occasion. So that was a very nice effort on her behalf. So I think she possibly is the one to beat over here. Not much separating Lady Canton and Muzieni's Mount, number 9, Blazing Astute. Now, I don't think the race was run to suit Blazing Astute last time out. She was a bit handier to the pace than usual. And on that occasion, the race was dominated by finishers in the race. So I thought it wasn't a bad effort on her behalf. I'm not too concerned about the tricky draw. In my mind, that's actually going to be in her favor because she's at her best when she gets produced late. So I'm going 192, Clyde.
Paul Match has got an almost 20% win strike rate. This season he's had 92 runners, as many as 17 winners. He's got a 27% place strike rate. So Paul Matchett has, that stable's been firing for quite a long time now. All right, well, Daryl's worked out the second jackpot, and this is what he's doing. 129 by field, by 1356, by 145. Handicap 87 over 1800 meters. This is the race where we gain the whole field. You'll know by now. 4-1 the field, and number 3 Pewter Sky for Paul Matchett tops the boards at 4-1. Joint with Andre Nels, number 4 Warrior Bling, 4-1, and then 9-2 about number 7 on the card, who is that horse Sky Hotfix, whom from their comments I see is fancied, must have some sort of chance again. All right, so Betway's on screen. There you go. You want to open up account. There are a few Betway reminders. Cameron, maybe we want to do that now. I don't know if you want to go to White Shot, show the 6% back on the tax. I don't know. What have you got regarding Betway? Let's put that up and show, because I know this for Daryl. Daryl, this is a hard race. So whilst we're talking about it, Cameron can show all the Betway promotions that he's got on screen. What's the story here? There's the tax. There you go. Tax back, yeah. Mr. Marie, open.
Yeah.
Match it again or what?
No, I don't know, Clyde. I don't know what to say. Number 8.
All right, leave it then. Leave it.
Number 8, Ancient World, making his handicap debut. Likely raced. Who says he can't feature off his current rating, Clyde?
Ancient World, eh?
Who says he can't improve further?
Yeah.
I can certainly see him improving further. Even his stable companion, number 2, Aerial Display, a few runs back when he ran second to Zacco. He was ridden more patiently on that occasion. He's off a lower rating than he was that day. So, nice little outsider to include in your trifectas and quartets. Yeah, Clyde, very difficult. I think I suggested a pick 3 this race.
Did you? Okay.
Went quite a few runners.
All right. Well, Ancient World, we saw that horse 99 Years come from there. And when we know from the Hollywood Bets comment that this horse 6 Hotfix is looking for a hat-trick, looking to complete the hat-trick. So it's got to have some sort of chance. So, I don't know. Field in terms of Daryl's lineup. So what has Daryl then got for us, please, Cameron, with regards to the big 3? Well, he won't go field. Let's cut them down to what an affordable amount of 72 Rand. He thought any of 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10. But he won't be scratching his head if something else popped in. By 1356, by 145. That's the latest Hollywood Bets Greyville. Race 7. In this race, 3, Gimme a Rainbow for Carl Hewitson, 3-1, top of the boards. And number 6, Hippocrates is the second choice. Well, joint now at 3-1 for Stu Ferry. And those are the 2 dominating the market at the moment. Farney's got this horse Dancing Dora, number 4 at 6-1. Number 7, Mallorca Palace, another Hewitson horse, 6-1. And number 8, Red Carpet Girl. Bronco's got another in there at 6-1. 7's and better the others. You think Lyle Hewitson's starting to, you think Lyle's putting money now into the stable and starting to buy horses and back Carl up and things like that? I mean, he's having a lovely run in
I wouldn't know,
Hong
Clyde.
Kong. And
Yeah.
I'm sure it's time, eh?
Well,
It's time that he started.
can
If he hasn't
sponsor the
already
yard.
done it.
Can sponsor his
He
dad's
can,
yard.
of course he can.
Clyde, there's a form update for Gimme a Rainbow. Ran over the weekend, I think on Sunday.
Yes.
Ran 4th, beaten 5 lengths by Esquivel. That was on the turf over 1,000 meters. It was just run off his feet. There's 2 course and distance specialists over here. Gimme a Rainbow being one. I mean, he's won 5 career starts to date, or victories. All of them over this course and distance. Can never discount him.
But I see Serena Moodley on the other one.
Hippocrates.
Is that right? On Mallorca
Who?
Palace. I mean,
Yeah.
you're saying there's an update for Gimme a Rainbow, right?
Yeah.
It was Moodley rode it last time.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
He's now, I mean, maybe it was already carded, I don't know. And now he's now on the source,
Excuse me,
the
Clive.
stable companion. No.
I don't know. I don't know what the situation is,
Okay, fair enough.
but maybe they weren't convinced that he's going to take his part.
Right.
And Woodley wanted to be guaranteed a ride. I don't know.
Okay.
The other one being Hippocrates loves a course in distance. Sometimes he can overdo it, but if he settles, he's capable. Oshikate's held on the preemptive strike form by Give Me a Rainbow. Came out slow on that occasion, Clyde. His race was done and dusted. He'll run a much better race. I thought value in number 1 over here. GM Batista. Course and distance, he goes well. I think you're only getting that price because of Jabu Jacobs. He loves a polytrack, Clyde. Drawn 1. He'll be thereabouts. I promise you, he'll run better than what his current odds suggest he will. So what price is number 1 over here? GM Batista.
GM Batista was quoted at 20 to 1, 22
Yeah.
to 1, thereabouts.
Clyde, you're running the money.
Shorter, no?
You're running the money.
Well, he's 7 to a place, effectively. No more. Sorry, he's 4 to 1 a place.
Okay.
Happy with that?
I'm very happy.
GM
Anything.
Batista, number 1.
Well,
Eh?
Clyde,
Okay.
you know what? We were a bit gun shy after yesterday.
Don't be. You must never be gun shy. Fire. Right. What are we doing here? It's the last double. What's the story?
4 horses in the
Okay.
first leg.
There they are on the screen, Daryl. 1, 3, 5, and 6 here, ladies and gents. Into 1, 4, 5. While we record the show, this is either going to be a quick drive home for Fani Bronkhorst or it's going to be a long one home. He had a few today. Hopefully he's been a good day. He's got the favourite here, rocking the time away, priced up as 4 to 1. Daryl, is it the one to beat?
Actually, no. Not in my mind.
Okay, who do you like?
I like Star Choice, the 7-year-old mare, Clyde.
Okay.
Last time out of the 1200 wasn't a bad effort. I mean, she always comes from behind. But in penultimate start of the course and distance, she was really staying on stoutly beyond Fort Jador, who's come out and won again. Very fit, stables well. Combination of Boutino and winners. What price is Star Choice?
I think Star Choice, let me check for you. The last time we had a look here, Star Choice priced up 5, 6 to 1.
Yeah.
You like that?
I think she'll run on a straight. She's never
Okay.
far off them.
Fair enough.
I've got a preference for Count Your Chances from the Broncos yard.
Oh, is that the one you like? Okay.
I don't think she gets a mile, Clyde. Polytrack, she tries that. I don't know how she's going to go. She likes to be given a chance, but she can come with a late run. All depends on how she handles the surface because she's off a competitive mark, especially over this distance. Excuse me, Clyde. And then don't discount Global Secret's chances. No, I think something went wrong after last victory because I don't think there was a need for her to be off the track for 4 months. So I think maybe she picked up some sort of an injury. But with 51 to shoulder from a 1 draw, if she just reproduces her later start where she beat the boys, I think she could be competitive. All depends on her fitness levels. So I think in order 5, 4, and 1, but it is a tricky event.
Tricky event, open race, the last one, ladies and gents. Here's our plan for you, the last race here at Hollywood Bets Gravel. We intend on taking some swingers and boxing 1, 4, and 5. Daryl is clearly on number 4. Count Your Chances, but big runner, 1 Global Secret, Laugh's Horse, and Frank Robertson's the 5 Star Choice.